Managing your energy as a product leader is a lot like maintaining a well-oiled machine, ensuring peak performance and longevity. And if you're looking for a fresh perspective on how to excel in your product career, discovering the power of effective energy management could be one of the keys to unlocking new levels of productivity and success. Meet Christian Hubman, a product development veteran with a 30-plus year career. And today he's going to be sharing his secrets to maintaining peak performance, avoiding distractions, and staying at the cutting edge of the product management field. And this episode is brought to you by our friends at Amplitude and by me, Ross Webb. Coming up in this episode, master energy management, supercharge focus and productivity, and the importance of valid data and product discovery. And lastly, prepare for the future. Now, Christian, I'm excited to discuss how PMs can balance their role for success. But first, I want to know, if you had to identify the most important skill sets for PMs, what would they be?
So I think, more or less, it's my passion to manage energy, the energy of the people. I think to bring the people together, really to align them. Of course, there are the other skills, they're more or less the professional skills, I would say, like you need as a product leader, but really to more or less convince the people to follow this framework, to follow the product philosophy, the product organization philosophy. It's so important that you bring the people together, that you bring passion into the teams, and align them. And I think this resilience to really to stay calm in really tough situations, and not to be so emotional, of course, but always on a professional level, and to bring in always to think forward. I think what I discovered in my career, that most of the time the people always think back, what happened, what was bad, what was worse. Of course, for learning is great, but think forward. I think it's so important right now with all the challenges we have in the world too.
I love that about listening. Could you share your experience and knowledge on implementing effective processes and also frameworks?
Lifelong learning is very important. So I challenge myself every day, and I try to read a lot of books. I try to listen to a lot of audiobooks, also Blinks, Blinkist. And so I stumbled upon Make Time. Jake Knapp wrote it, and with some colleagues, from, I think they worked at Google, and they described very well, more or less, to learn focusing again in life. What I learned along the journey, that more or less there's so much noise outside there. Also in product management. You have to be aware of the whole company. Also in your private life. It's more or less, it's all about noise. It's so much that you don't have clear thoughts anymore. And Make Time, more or less, is a simple framework. How to come back to a balanced life. For example, turn out your push notifications. It was game changing for me. Because after that, I feel so much more relaxed, and really I'm in the moment right now, not always looking at my phone and by watch what is happening right now, new mail, new push message through Teams, through Slack, and whatever, client. And so this was a very first, how can I say, task or I did, And so after I was going out with my bike, do a little ride on it. I'm a passionate biker, a mountain biker, and so it was amazing. So the silence in the woods and everything was so clear. Some of this noisy head was getting clearer and clearer, and so also then coming back to my product store, to how to can improve what we did the last year, and Make Time is more or less a very simple process to optimize your daily work. And I think this is the essence for a product leader, really to focus. But for everybody in the world right now, because like I said, it's so much noise outside there. For example, I have my daily driver first smartphone is really I only have 4 apps on it. Yeah, so in the home screen is complete clean. Yeah, so I really try to focus, to the important tasks. So and it's all he describes it in a very good way that he was more or less living in this kind of fog all the time. Yeah, what he did the last year, I think he described it, and always going to work, standing up, going to work, going home, sleeping, eating, or eating, sleeping, more in this direction. And so when you think back, what I did, so always focusing on work, focusing on product, and so to have more a balanced life, to have something beside when you are in time with your friends, to be in the time, also with your kids, with your family, and I think it's so important that you have clear thought again. For example, what I always discover when I'm more and more I love hanging around with my family, doing stuff. We playing a lot of, having really a great time also. And when for example, with my son, he's right now 11, he loves to play Fortnite. So I started with him playing Fortnite. So I'm perhaps the people know bush camp that a little bit. So in this row, I always, it's passion for me. It makes fun. I'm in the moment. And after that, I quit gaming. I go out. I feel the energy is coming back, and I feel more or less the clear thoughts about my work also, because I concentrated the hours before with really hanging out with my son, with my wife, and with my friends. And so what is to really be in the moment. I think this is what make times describe, and that you feel that you have free time again in your life.
Thanks so much for sharing. What are your thoughts on balancing life and its impact on PMs?
The social life is happening outside there, not only in your computer or in your game. And I think it's so important, also as product people, to have it in the same way, that we also think about the child inside us. So for example, I'm a tech, I'm a nerd, like you see behind me, I'm always testing stuff and trying it out. But I found it more and more very important when I every time in the afternoon, 30 minutes, I go into the wood with nothing, no phone, no podcast, nothing, only listening. What is in the wood? What is outside there? What is the noise there? And looking up. I think so many people are only looking in their smartphones and on the ground. So often when you have discussions with people, looking into the ground and watch into smartphone, smartwatch. And this is exactly what I discovered in my youth, a lot of outside there. And so I also started with my son, like you with your daughter, going out there, push him really to play outside there. And we can learn so much from the kids, because when they are outside there, there are more open. We are as a society, and also always coming back to product people. We are more or less in our tunnel. We are focused. And so on the other side, it's good. When we are focused, but we need the other world outside there also.
Well, I think that's really interesting. But in your experience, how critical is it for product managers to have a deep understanding of data to enhance the customer experience specifically?
It's the foundation. It's the foundation to have valid data from a source you can trust, to improve your product. I think it starts with the product discovery. In this process, to have important data about the market, about the customer, the clients, everything. So in our company, really, so we always start with data. What we found out in the product discovery. So before the product discovery, we have a phase called evaluation, more or less, where we the main part of the discovery is really taking place in the teams, in the development teams. But before it, we do the evaluation. This is more or less a part of the product manager. Also with his leadership team. So we have a cross-functional leadership team where we do this kind of evaluation. Where we find out how large is the market size, what kind of competitors outside we have, what features they use, capabilities. And this is so important for us really to have a valid foundation, because at the end, it's always a little bit looking into the crystal ball, and understand, hey, what will happen, so, and try as good as possible to predict what is happening, when you develop it, because investing in development, it's when you have 200 people doing something, it will cost a lot of money, so preventing that you are doing the right thing is so important. And also in the past, when I built it, like I told you, I had called Bewegewas, was a kind of company builder when we help people to create digital departments or startups, accelerators, incubators. We always tried really to focus on data, to have a valid foundation that the investor or the people, the shareholders really feel secure, and also the team that we do the right thing. So it's important, like I said, trustful sources, because what I found out in huge companies, it's always difficult to bring the data together, because Google Analytics, this smaller studio, Looker, that, and then really combining everything. SAP is doing that and show that data and really bringing everything together and interpreting the data. This is so important. This is why the data analysts are, how can I say, they have to be very close to the product management.
Now, as a final question, I'm curious to hear more about your approach to maintaining energy and mental health as a PM. Do you have any additional advice you could share for product leaders?
At the end, for me, it's everything coming back to energy. What I mean with energy. So I think the physical energy from the first point of view. So managing your own energy, I think it's very important. I also did an article about it on LinkedIn. So this is this pyramid where you say, okay, you have first your physical energy, then your emotional energy, then your mental energy, and then your spiritual energy. And this describes, from my personal point of view, really how you are, or more how you see the world. When you have enough energy on all these levels, you can do a great job in product management. Because in product management, what are you? You are a middle manager at the end. You have your stakeholder shareholders above you, and also the product teams. And when you see it as a hierarchy, more or less like right now, we are cross-functional. But at the end, so it's a little bit like a hierarchy. You have to report to the C-level. You have to manage your teams. You have the whole company around you. For me, a product manager is a little bit the little CEO of a company, because he should love the product. He should be passionate about it. So it's everything what an entrepreneur have to do. So, and really to manage this job, you're always in the game. You're always in the battle. You always have to have a strong opinion about what you're thinking. Sometimes you have you have to have a very good gut feeling about your product also, beside the data. This is always why you're in the game. You're in the, how can I say, you have to fight a lot of conversations, a lot of fights, really to push things further. And this is why it's so important to manage your energy, how you feel, how clear are your thoughts. Like I said, how you feel your emotional, also physics. Eat the right things. So at the end, start always with eating the right things, sleeping well. Then also doing sports. Then, like I said, this is more or less the groundwork. And here I learned a lot in my past life. I think I was a witch. So I really love this kind of stuff. It's in the natural medicine outside there. Also this biohacking. Really. And this is also important to really think about what you are thinking, to go in this meta position, because often the people think too much what's going wrong. I think always more going for further. Okay, what I learned is so important, but what are the next steps? Where I want to be. And of course, then also be with your thoughts in the moment. Then the next step beside that is, of course, why are you here? Because it's always important for the people in humanity. Why are we here? What do you believe? What is your mission beside, or your life mission? It's your family, it's your friends. Are you believing in God and in nature and whatever? I think more or less having this layer, looking at every layer. It's so important for me and restructured my whole life 20 years ago. Yeah. And since that time, I help people really to manage their energy. Yeah. And in product management, like I say, you're always in the sandwich position where you need really clear focus, a clear mind, a good emotional state. Also, why you are in the company, why do you believe the product is great? Yeah. And this is so important at the end to manage all these layers.
By applying today's insights on energy management, you can keep your product management machine running smoothly and efficiently. So stay connected to Christian on LinkedIn for more insights from him, which I've always enjoyed. And for more expert advice on product management, be sure to watch our interview with Sailendra Kumar, who revealed really essential strategies to grow your team and career rapidly. And this episode was brought to you in partnership with our friends at Amplitude. And from me, Ross Webb, until next time, bye for now.